In this video, we talk about switch interface configuration. First of all, we talk about interface configuration options. Then we practice with the configuration for each option. Let's get started with the interface configuration options. As you know, at a minimum, a switch interface can be configured with the following options: speed, duplex. Additionally, you can also configure the description to tell about the role of the interface or where it is connected to. In many cases, you can disable an interface to stop it from generating unexpected traffic. Finally, you can revert all the settings on an interface to the default settings. Let's get right into the speed configuration. At the global configuration mode, you issue the command interface and then you specify the interface that you want to configure the speed, then hit enter. It will bring you into the interface configuration mode. Then you specify the command speed and you put in a question mark, then hit enter. It will show you with a list of the options that you can configure for the speed of the interface GI01. Let's do it in Cisco Skills ASW1. As you can see, we are in the global configuration mode. Let's specify the command interface G01, then hit enter. Here we are in the interface configuration mode. Now you specify the command speed and put in a question mark, then hit enter. As you can see, it shows us with the list of the options. And here are the options that we can configure for the speeds of the interface GI01. With this interface, we can configure with the speed 10 megabit per second, 100 megabit per second, 1000 megabit per second, or auto. Let's change this to 1000 megabit per second. Then hit enter. As you can see, as soon as we change the speed, it will bring the interface down. Let's find out how to bring it back up in the next video. To configure DUPLEX mode of a switch interface, at the switch global configuration mode, you issue the command interface, then you specify the interface that you want to configure DUPLEX mode, then hit enter. It will bring you into the interface configuration mode. You issue the command DUPLEX, then put in a question mark, then hit enter. It will show you with a list of the options that you can configure for DUPLEX mode of the interface that you specify in the previous command, and in this case it is G01. Let's do it in Cisco Skills ASW1. As you can see, we are in the global configuration mode. Let's issue the command interface G01, then hit enter. Here we are in the interface configuration mode. Let's issue the command DUPLEX, then put in a question mark, then hit enter. As you can see, it shows us with the list of the options that we can configure for the DUPLEX mode of the interface G01. With this interface, we can configure with auto DUPLEX, full DUPLEX, and half DUPLEX mode. Let's change this to full DUPLEX mode, then hit enter. As you can see, as soon as we change the interface to full DUPLEX mode, the interface went down, then it came right back up. Let's find out why the interface came back up in the next video. To configure the description of an interface, you have to go into the interface configuration mode, of that interface and you issue the command description, then you put in the description for that interface, then you hit enter. Let's do it in Cisco Skills ASW1. As you can see, we are in the global configuration mode. Let's issue the command interface G01, then hit enter. It will bring us into the interface configuration mode of the interface G01. Let's put in the command description and put in a question mark, then hit enter. As you can see, you can type up to 200 characters for the description of the interface G01. Let's put in internet connection, then we hit enter. That's it. We have just configured the description for the interface G01 as the internet connection, which is usually mean we will connect the internet connection to the interface G01. You can configure speed, DUPLEX mode, and description for multiple interfaces at the same time. In order to do that, at the global configuration mode, you issue the command interface range and then you specify the range of the interface, then hit enter. And from there you can configure the speed, the DUPLEX mode, and the description for those interfaces. Let's do it in the Cisco Skills ASW1. As you can see, we are in the global configuration mode. Let's issue the command interface range and then you specify the range of the interface G02 to 10, then hit enter. Now let's change the speed to auto and DUPLEX to full and description to access port. Then hit enter. That's it. You have just changed the speed to auto, DUPLEX mode to full, and the description to access port for all the interfaces from 2 to 10 on Cisco Skills ASW1 switch. We can verify the status of all interfaces of a switch. In order to do that, at the privilege mode, we issue the command show interface status, then we hit enter. Let's do it in Cisco Skills ASW1. As you can see, we are in the privilege mode. Let's issue the command show interface status, then hit enter. As you can see, the show interface status command show us with the port information, the type of the port, the VLAN that the port belong to. Now look at the name. You may recognize the name is actually the description that we configure for the port. If we don't configure the description, the name will be empty. The status show us with the current status of the interface. As you can see, it has a status connected and not connected. And the DUPLEX show the current status for the DUPLEX. And in this case, we configure full DUPLEX for port 1 to 10, and from 11 or above, we didn't configure, so it keeps the default setting, which is auto. The speed shows the current speed of each port. For the link G01, we manually set the speed to 1000 megabit per second. For the link from 2 to 10, we set it as auto. Now all the links from 2 to 10 will have the auto speed, but the link G03 and G04, the status is connected, so the speed has the A for auto negotiate, and it gets the current speed of 1000. For the link 11 or above, the default setting for DUPLEX and speed are auto. We can remove the configuration on an interface or multiple interfaces of a switch. After removing the configuration, it will revert the setting to the default settings. In order to do that, at the global configuration mode, we issue the command interface, then we specify the interface that we want to remove the configuration, then hit enter. It will bring us to the interface configuration mode. Then in order to remove the speed, we just put in the command no speed, then hit enter. In order to remove the DUPLEX, we just issue the command no DUPLEX, then hit enter. In order to remove the description, we just issue the command no description, then hit enter. So it means we just put no in front of the command that we set on the interface. Let's do it in Cisco Skills ASW1. As you can see, we are in the global configuration mode. Let's go into the interface G02. Then we hit enter. No speed to remove the speed setting. No DUPLEX to remove the DUPLEX setting. No description to remove the description setting. That's it. We just remove the speed, the DUPLEX, and the description setting on the interface G02. Now all the settings will be reverted back to the default settings. We can disable an interface to stop it from sending unwanted traffic. In order to do that, at the global configuration mode, we issue the command interface, and then we specify the interface that we want to disable, then hit enter. It brings us to the interface configuration mode. Now we issue the command shutdown, then hit enter to disable it. To re-enable the interface, we issue the command no shutdown, then hit enter. Let's do it in Cisco Skills ASW1. As you can see, we are in the global configuration mode. Now let's issue the command interface G03, then hit enter. Let's issue the command shutdown, then hit enter. This will disable the interface G03. Let's act out of it. As you can see, the interface G03 changed the state to administratively down, and it brings the live protocol to down state. Let's review it in the command show interface G03. As you can see, the interface G03 is administratively down and the live protocol is down, which means we disable the interface. From that point on, the interface G03 cannot send or receive any traffic. Let's review it with the show interface status command. As you can see, the interface G02, we remove all the setting, therefore the name now is empty, and there's no link connected to it, so the status is not connected, and the DUPLEX and the speed change to auto. And the interface G03 now have new status disable because we shut it down. Let's re-enable the interface G03. Let's go to the global configuration mode and go to the interface G03 and issue the command no shutdown. And that's it. We just bring up the interface G03. As you can see, the interface G03 change the state to down, then it changed the state to up, and the live protocol also changed the state to up. Let's verify it using the command show interface status. As you can see, the interface G03 now change the status to connected, and in DUPLEX full and auto negotiate speed, and the current speed is 1000 megabit per second.